What's going on, YouTube? Today's video is the beginning of a series that I'm going to start, and it's called Tips and Tricks for Competitive. In this series I'm going to talk about basically the main points, and I'll go into more detail as the videos go on how to be a better competitive Call of Duty player. When I first started playing Call of Duty, I was one of those kids that played hardcore, 13 sensitivity, just completely out of whack. And then I started playing competitive. I got my shit handed to me, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to tell you what worked for me, and that's coming from, doing that and getting down to a 6K on UMG with full knowing that I could do better, way better. I know I could be down to 1K if you're looking at UMG or if you're just trying to find teammates. So I'm going to start from the bare bones, say just you're a pubs kid, can't control shit, your sensitivity's out of whack, how to get the basics going, the basic fundamentals and what to expect when you're playing competitive Call of Duty. So for one, the very first thing, if you're wanting, if you're thinking, hey, I want to get into competitive Call of Duty, here's a few tips to, what to do every day as you're playing. I mean, you don't have to do every day, it's absurd, but if you're one of those kids that play every day, here's what you should do. If your sensitivity is crazy high, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I can turn around faster and all this, but you can't. Yeah, I mean, that's great for a kid that's 2 feet in front of you. But competitive Call of Duty is more of, hey, can I outgun this kid at any range? How good am I at any range? That's where it really matters. This is where you find better teammates, when you have better skills to use. So the first thing you do is drop that sensitivity. If you're about 13, drop it drastically. Drop it to, if you're playing Infinite Warfare, if you're going to start on Infinite Warfare, the great sensitivity in my opinion is 4.4 for competitive. If you played 5.5 on Black Ops, 4.4 is the equivalent. You're going to hate it. And to get used to it, don't play pubs. Do not play pubs. Don't go play pubs. You're going to get frustrated with yourself because you're not going to be used to it. You're not going to like it. What I did is when I dropped my sensitivity, when I finally, put my ego away and dropped my sensitivity, I played custom games. I played every day before I played anything. I'd hop on custom games. I'll do a free-for-all, throw a radar on, drop my sensitivity, use the normal competitive guns. That's another thing. Use the normal competitive guns. Get used to them. You're going to have to get used to them. Otherwise, you're not going to do good. I mean, I don't care if you're the best player with a, with a Drake and a Black Ops 2. You're not going to do good in competitive with it at all. I mean, there's not a chance in hell. I mean, if it was a good gun, pros would use it. Just remember that. That's another thing, always watch competitive. But the first thing I did when I dropped my sensitivity, I dropped it down to, I started in Advanced Warfare. I dropped it down to 3 sensitivity, and I played against bots. I turned on radar on, and I killed about 100 bots with all the competitive guns. Whether it was a sniper, it'll be an ASM-1, then it'll be a BAL. You just keep doing that every day until you get used to it. And not only killing bots, it's not about killing them, it's about snapping onto them as fast as you can. The best thing is to slow it down in your mind and snap onto them. That is the biggest thing about it. Practice shooting people from longer range. Take your time on it and slowly try to get faster at it. Don't aim in and then turn into the guy. Snap onto them. It's simple things that better competitive players completely overlook and completely forget on the aspects of that. They just don't tell you that stuff. You have to work on the little things to become better. So that's bare bones. You just have to get used to it. You don't have to have a scuff. Don't feel like you have to. It really does help. I mean, you do have to, or you have to be able to play claw. It's just how it is. Or play bumper jumper. Bumper jumper is really good. If you can't afford it and you just can't, your fingers are too small to play claw, play bumper jumper. It's where your A button or X button is your left bumper, and it's your aim in. It's right above or underneath your aim in. It's great. It's very simple to get used to. That's another thing. Pick one and stick to it. Get used to it. You have to. It's gonna piss you off more than anything, but you have to get used to it. So I mean, the biggest thing is fixing your aim and all that. Another thing, practice, not necessarily pre-aiming, but you'll see me in this game as I'm turning corners. I'm aiming in, but I'm not necessarily aiming in all the way. I might aim in all the way for a second, but you also got to think, if you're turning corners, say you aim in that corner and the opponent doesn't aim in, you're going to win that gunfight. Infinite Warfare, I don't feel like it matters as much because the hipfire is really good. But what if they change it? What about the next Call of Duty? You got to worry about stuff like that. So once you work on your skills and you think you're ready to, get a couple guys together and get a team going, don't lie to yourself. Do not tell yourself that you're better than what you really are. Do not do it. You're not going to get better. If you think you're really good and you're not, even when you are really good and you think you just can't get any better, think about it. You're still playing for free. Get better. I mean, there's ways to getting there. Okay, so say you're ready and you're not that good. That's fine. What you have to do is to get a team together, get a couple friends together that think they want to try it too. Tell them exactly what I just said, what to do and how to fix their aim and all that. And if they're not gonna, if their ego's so high that they're not gonna change their sensitivity, it's just not happening. Now, does a high sensitivity work for competitive players sometimes? Yes, but it's rare to have someone. There's only one pro. Think about it. There's only one pro that has a crazy high sensitivity. And he's not, I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's a pro, but he's not anything crazy. Other than that, every professional Call of Duty player / competitive player has their low sensitivity. It's better. You kill people farther away much easier. But find teammates that are committed to adjusting and stay with them. Do not find people that are better than you. It's good. Say you got you got two guys and you're just playing 3v3 UMGs. That's perfect. If you get a guy that's a little better than you, that's even better, because like just that one guy. Don't get a full team, because one, they'll drop you in a heartbeat, and two, you're not going to get any better. If you have, 3 people with you that are way better than you, you're not going to get any better. You have to grow together, learn together, and just play. You're going to lose a lot. You really are. You're going to lose a shit ton. It sucks, but you're getting experience. You're figuring out what it is to be a competitive search player, competitive hardpoint player, what the basic fundamentals are. You may play Call of Duty for 5 years, but competitive is a whole nother game. It's completely different. That's why it's fun. It's very rewarding knowing that you're doing something better than someone else. So yeah, I'm gonna make this video end here, but work on that tip I just gave you, and I will see you in the next video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you.